here, and y'all better be in the motherfucking wine glass, okay? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy hour. Happy hour to y'all. Sorry, y'all. It slipped out of my hand. I used too much sugar case oil, and it was just slipping. You know how you put too much oil on your hand and stuff like that? How y'all doing, though? Happy Monday. We are here. You know, don't nobody want to go to work on Monday. I don't know the person that wake up to say, yeah, it's Monday. It's time for work. Although I love my job and I love you guys, but Mondays, I be wanting to chill. I remember when I was in the restaurant industry, man, I used to make sure I had Mondays off. They had to call me in and pay me extra to come and work on a Monday. Monday is when I do absolutely nothing, but that has changed since y'all be dragging me in and making me come to work up over here and stuff like that. But anyway, I love y'all because y'all just like, y'all let me be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even got to get dressed up to get up over here. You know what I'm saying? Workout clothes and we live, right, Jazzy Faye? We live. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, if you're new to this segment, this is happy hour. Okay. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Facebook. Okay. Because we are streaming there as well. So I don't like to leave y'all out. Everybody has access to this link. Okay. And so happy hour is all about us. Y'all like my fake Gucci's? It said Gucci right there. Fake. Happy hour is all about us, where we unwind our own wine. Okay. So we spend a lot of time on social media unwinding everybody else's wine, but sometimes we got to stop at the house. Okay. And so today we at the house sorting through our own mess. All right. And so we have winos that are writing in, coming straight to my email, unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. Okay. First come, first serve. So we're going to start with some that we left off during last week's happy hour, and we're going to lead with those. And then I saw the ones that are coming in today because a lot of people are familiar with this segment. Okay. If you do not want to write in and you want to call in, you can do it using your face or without your face. We'll love to have your voice. We love to have you with your voice and your face, whichever way, okay? The link is being shared in the chat by the moderators, and we actually have it pinned above in the chat as well, okay? And I'll be reminding you guys throughout this segment, okay? And I'll also remind you that if nobody hits the link, I'm reading questions and going home, okay? No, I ain't going home. I'm heading over to TashaKLive.com. All right. So we got some exclusive information on what happened with Dr. Umar and his bank accounts. Okay. So we definitely going to talk about that. Mm-hmm. And so listen, and then Jasmine's going to be sending me your questions via chat because a lot of y'all just may not feel like calling in or writing in. You just want to throw it in the chat. So what you can do is write it in the chat, keep it short and sweet. Jasmine's going to send it to my phone and then I'll read them. All right. And so again, no celebrity gossip. You guys can ask questions about your business and things like that. But just please don't ask me how to start a YouTube channel and all you need is a Gmail. Okay. Now, if you're struggling with, scaling your business or, how to get it off the ground and you need some ideas and you want to pick our heads, which means people in the chat that are watching right now at home or me, we're definitely open to give you all of that, including Teddy. Okay, so listen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we get started, you guys know that we have to run our ads. We are our own network. Okay, so we got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Boldly Raise a Glass to. Hold patiently backstage. I hear you guys hitting the link. And for those that want to write in, hit the chat or unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com, and we're going to get started right after the break. Okay, let's go.
Student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
Feels good to finally get to sleep in your own bed.
You went right there.
What about this wonderful husband of yours?
I'm tired of walking through that door and all we discuss is ovulation calendars, pregnancy tests, baby showers, and doctor's appointments. Can't you see this is slowly consuming us?
I don't know why everybody wants to make me feel crazy because I want a child. I can't have a child by myself.
Father, I come to you on bended knees in prayer for my daughter and son-in-law. As long as they continue to build on the foundation that you have set over anything. Jesus. Amen.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Why does the AI say Tasha? It just be like, and it's funny because like for years they would call my daughter in school Tantu. And it's Tantu. Like, well, why they saying Tasha? Like, it's not AI? Well, who is it? It's a voice professional and you couldn't tell him how to say my name. Say my name, say my name. Okay, listen. All right, so guys, don't forget, this is Happy Hour again. We are live and taking all of your questions, okay? Just no celebrity gossip questions. We'll handle all the celebrity gossip on TashaKLive.com right after this show, okay? So you do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to see that exclusive show, okay? Raw and uncensored. So real quick, I'm going to start with the wino that wrote in. This one's kind of messy. I said, why are we starting off the day already messy? Okay? Can y'all hear me? The sound is good. Everything is good. I was screaming yesterday because I was on the beach and stuff, All right. So this is, I don't know why this wino didn't say keep her anonymous, but I'm going to do it. Okay? Because women and men watch my show. All right? So this wino, we'll just call her Nikki. Okay? She goes, first, I love you, girl. And I look to you for a lot of my relationship advice, she says. Okay? But I was wondering how you feel, what to do if you are in love with your side piece. Your main is financially stable, and you live with him and have nowhere to go, but he's abusive and treats you and your children like personal slaves. So you stay because you have no choice, but you are happier with the other person. But the side had brain cancer and is now on disability and can't afford to support you and yours, but makes you happy. What should you do? That was a lot in one paragraph. Whoever wrote this for her, she needs to reach out to me for a job so she can get our secret leads together. Because Laura knows I have to edit them so many times. God damn it. I forgot you. Okay, so I'm going to read this one more time, all right? So she was wondering, how do I feel and what would I do if I was in love with, if you were in love with a side piece? I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Your main man is financially stable. You live with him and have nowhere to go, but he's abusive and treats you and your children like personal slaves. Okay, you stay because you have no choice, but you are happier with the other person. But the side had brain cancer, is now on disability and can't afford to support you and yours, but makes you happy. What should you do? Well, here's what I would do financially is that if I needed something quick, especially if I had children and then want to end up in a homeless shelter, okay, because a lot of women do in domestic violence situations like this, okay? And so you can call a shelter. I do want to state that. Like if you were being abused, you can call a shelter in your city. However, if it were Tasha K is what you were asking, okay? So this is Tasha K's plan. I would leave the man, move in with the side piece with brain cancer and is now on disability, marry him, take out a life insurance policy, become power of attorney, and now you have a house, a home, and money for your children. That's just what I would do. I don't know what the winos are saying about me in the comments, but I'm a solution-based person, and when you need quick results, this is what I do. I'm just a results-oriented person. My lawyers came to me at the beginning of my bankruptcy and said, Tasha, we need $1 million. I said, well, I don't have it. They said, but you know how to get it. I said, you're right. I'll be right back. My brain just works like that. So I don't know. What are my fellow winos saying about this?
Period.
Okay. See, we on the same. So God is giving you a way out, but you got to act fast. You gotta act fast before old boy is out of here, okay? And tell him he probably sign you over everything, the house, everything. And don't tell your man you're leaving, okay? But now when the side piece is done, you got to get a job. You got to get back out on your feet, okay? Because it sounds like you're a little lazy. Sounds like you don't want to work. The reason you ain't got nowhere to go is because you're not contributing, and you done gave this man all the power to be able to say and do what he want to do to you simply because you don't want to get your ass up and go to work, but you got time to go cheat. So that means you got time to go clock in. And if the side piece ain't providing nothing financially, you need to get something off the back end of the deal, which means the life insurance policy, the house, the power of attorney, and anything that he got coming in. You know what I'm saying? So that just came up off the top of my head. That's first thing. But pray for your side piece, please.
They said she might not be able to get a policy because she has brain cancer.
There's policies for like covering funerals, and they'll give you a little extra. There, you can get those policies. Hell, shit, my auntie was on her way out of here. I think my mama got like a policy on her 3 months before she was. You can get a quick little $100,000 policy. Reach out to some and tell them you and your kids gonna be without. They'll put you on some insurance. Let's go. Or you can get whole life. Tell him he got whatever. So he probably already got a life insurance policy. Shit. All right. Let me read one more question. Oh, Jasmine got some questions. Okay. This is from a comment in the chat. All right, hold backstage to you video callers. Okay, her name is Joyce Dabby. She said, Tasha, I have a house in Georgia. I want to sell it and move to Africa. I have not been to Africa in a long time, and I'm kind of worried. Any advice you can give me to relocate to Africa? First of all, you got to go to Africa and scope out the area. You got to go see where you want to stay. Africa is a continent, so you got to figure out which country you want to live in, preferably an English-speaking country. Then you got to see if you can get adjusted to the culture and the cultural changes. Then you figure out, because you may not need to sell your house in Georgia. You may just want to leave it up for rent and make that extra money and borrow against that house while it's being rented in case you want to build something or be able to access some cash real quick. So I wouldn't be so quick to be ready to just sell and pack up, and then that's all the money you got, and you ain't got no job, and this house could be your job until you get settled in over there. And it can help you to become property owner or landlord over there. Don't be quick to move. That was a good question, Jasmine. All right. We got a one-on waiting backstage. Remember, guys, you can write me right now. It's coming directly to my phone, to my team, winewithtashak@gmail.com. They're forwarding me all the questions. And also, you can leave a question in the chat, or you can hit the link. The link is pinned above in the chat to ask your question on just life, health, wellness, finances, whatever it may be. This is happy hour. Let's go. Who? E-Cross. How you doing, E-Cross?
Hi, Tasha. Can you hear me?
I can. Where you calling from?
Oh, Lord. I was say St. Louis. I'm from California, baby.
Okay, all right. Well, you ain't want to give no props to St. Louis?
Yeah, I actually want to go back.
Okay, all right. Well, shout out to California, too, and St. Louis. So what's your question?
Okay, I've been following you since the Usher with the herpes thing. That's how far back I'm with
Dang.
you.
That's all
Girl.
alleged. But, well, no, it's actually he's on lawsuit paperwork paying. So we good. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
My
Okay, but my
lawyer's just been in
question,
my head. Alleged.
alleged, my bad,
Right. Okay,
alleged.
go ahead.
And I also was viewed in your products. I was the
Hmm.
one that talked about the wife with the MS, and I had type 2 diabetes with I was in the car. But anyway, long story short,
Okay.
my son passed away in
I'm sorry.
2022, motorcycle accident at 19 years old.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. And I've been staying with his friends, like keeping in contact with them as they grow up.
Oh, girl, you scared me there for a second.
Oh, sorry. sorry,
Child, I
sorry.
was gonna say you doing what with
Oh
the
no,
friend?
no, I'm happily married.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
my question
All right.
is
Yes.
it okay because his girlfriend, his first love always, and I still kept in contact with her, but she's in another relationship and she's 25. I've
Okay.
known her since she was 18.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, is it time that because I try to cling on to his friends because they're like, part of my son. They
I
grew up
got
together,
you. Yeah.
But is it wrong for me to step away, start stepping away slowly, even though it's gonna hurt me because I've known them for so long? But should I start stepping away from them? So, because they're grown now, they're living their own life. It's. I feel like I shouldn't stick around anymore. You know what I mean?
Did they say anything to you?
No, but I just still feel like, they're grown. They got their own life. I don't want to
Well, I
be
mean,
like
but
that
how? But
person.
like, how much contact are you keeping with them? Like, what
Well,
is?
his ex-girlfriend, the last girlfriend, his first love, she's like my daughter. I still look at her as my
Okay.
daughter-in-law, but she's happy. She's engaged, but I still seem like maybe it's that boundary I need to start just stepping away because she has her own life, and I don't want
I
to be
mean,
feeling
has
like
she
that.
distanced herself from you?
No, but I know it's gonna get there eventually, or we'll start bumping heads,
Why
because
would you
of
bump heads?
because we have a close relationship. Like that's my daughter, and daughter and mother, they always kind of bump heads here and there. But
Well,
it's
no, she
like,
got a mama for that. Yeah, she got a mama for that, right?
yeah, yeah, she
Okay, all
does.
right. Ain't nobody finna bump heads with two mamas. That's why I keep a backup mama for time too. In case she ain't listening to me, she go over here. So,
Yeah, I
um,
get it.
I think honestly, do you feel that maybe it's time to turn a new leaf?
In a way, I do because I still have that emptiness of my son, but it's like they kind of feel that emptiness, because that was also a part of his life, and those were his best friends. Like he was
Mm,
there for them, like for years.
mm. Okay, so here's what I would say. I don't want you to just abruptly just cut them off because they may
Uh-huh.
think that they did something, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's not fair to them because obviously there's a trauma bond here and a grief bond. I'm not a grief counselor, but I do read a lot. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so you guys have bonded on something that has helped you guys both to heal. And them probably keeping in contact with you and talking to you offers them comfort because it is very hard to lose somebody that young. They don't understand life and they're growing up and stuff. So I'm sure that you've served as a healing factor for them. Now, as you say that you feel like it's time to start a separation, and I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people, Christians and stuff, may get mad at me, but they write about this in the Bible. The fall season, this is a season where you're going to feel like it's time to separate from certain energies that have you stuck or have you in a very very sad or just non-moving way, and
Gotcha.
it's time to let go so that you can receive and plant more, right? And then by the
Gotcha.
spring you'll be planting more. So here's what I would say: do a gradual separation, which means like if his birthday is around, you guys give each other a call. But like I feel like in my heart that God is trying to tell you, if you believe in God, I don't know,
I
but
do.
okay, God is trying to tell you that it may be time to probably lean on him for comfort and not on them. And I
And I
think that's what you're feeling right now.
Yeah, because I just lost my father.
See,
Maybe
yeah, I'm
about
sorry
two
about
weeks
that.
ago, I lost my mom in 2011. Then I lost my son. So pretty much the only person I really have is my daughter. And me and her
Mm-hmm.
relationship is very scarce, but she just told me she's pregnant. So it's a little
Oh,
girl gonna be coming in February.
now you got to be on your best behavior.
Anyway, now we're her.
You will, because she is going to start to have some compassion towards you because she is now becoming a mother.
Yeah, and I'm definitely. I told
Okay.
her because she's also a nursing student. She's going to school right now for LVN, so I told her
And
I have
she
her
gonna need
back.
your help with babysitting and all
Oh
that
yeah,
there.
and I'm down for it.
So
I'm down
yeah,
for it.
just be nice.
I try. She's
Okay.
a Scorpio. I'm a
Well,
Pisces. You
because you
know.
don't want well, Scorpio and Pisces, that's a perfect match.
Oh, not with
Yes, it
her.
is. Yes, it is. It
She
is. It's
is
just
a hot mess.
she's just very passionate. She's just very passionate
Very. There we
and
go.
emotional. And so
Yes,
like you just gotta let it swing by, you know. But you don't want your the granddaughter to kind of grow up seeing you guys act like that. So you have to take
that's
the
true.
adult approach to be able to reframe and just let mom go through her emotions and you just focus on grandbaby. But don't try to, compete or try to tell her what to do or how to do it
That
because then
part.
it's gonna be a problem and then you ain't gonna be able to see your grandbaby and then your grandbaby needs you and need her. Okay.
Yeah.
She need both of y'all. Okay. So I would say that God is making room for you to let go and receive. And you got to be
Thank you.
open, okay,
Thank
to
you so
receive that.
much.
No problem. I
I
can feel it
definitely
in
needed
you.
that.
I know, I know. I just let go of somebody that was dear to me. It was my therapist
Mm.
for 8 years. And you bond with your therapist, right?
Yeah, I have
And I
one.
felt like I was just like, it's time, and it's been on my heart for months. And I remember talking to my husband about it. He's like, no, I don't think you should let her go. I was just like, yeah, I do. And then when fall came, God just said, it's time now. And then as I have, I've been able to hear more and see more. And I don't want channels being blocked because you're holding on to, you're holding on to stuff that you can't change, but you can embrace the change that's coming.
Definitely, definitely. I just got a lot of grief. But like you said, that's what my therapist is for.
Yeah, and call them on their birthday. I mean, like on their son's birthday, you guys can have like a quick memorial and just, convene, check in on them,
Yeah.
and then be out. But you don't have to bond with them in that way no more.
Okay. Thank you
Okay?
so much, Tasha.
You're
You're amazing,
fun. I
girl.
love you.
I love you too, my dear.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
I love you. I love my wino. She's Pisces too. All right, who's next? Who's calling in? Remember, guys, you can write in on wamatoshka@gmail.com. You can put your question in the chat, and Jasmine will send it right to me because I'm not unable to see the chat right now. And you can hit the link. You can show your face, or you don't have to show your face. You can just be your voice. We're just here, just having a moment. This is our moment, okay? Nothing else matters, just us. Let's go. Who's next? Cardelia? Hi, Cardelia.
Hey, it's Cardella. Hey, Miss Tasha and Jazzy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you guys?
Fantastic. What's all that racking in the bag? Somebody messing with some pots and pans?
No, I'm sorry. That's some laundry. You know what? Let me turn it
Oh,
off
okay. You
right
got one of
quick.
them dryers that be knocking the washer. Look.
My son's over here doing laundry, Tasha, and he got my hair done today, right? So
Okay.
he's
Nice.
over here doing laundry, and so I think it's a lighter or something in my dryer that's making that noise. So I just turned it off. I
Okay.
just want to say this. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Here,
Oh,
thank you guys so much for all the information that you freely give. You
thank
freely give
you.
to all of us, and how you just help people and encourage us all. And I wanted to have more information about that T or T cells or something about the
Yeah.
N cell stuff like that. So I'm encouraging people to look at you on YouTube. I'm excited. I'm
Thank
anxious.
you.
I'm like, I cannot believe
Recruiter.
this. But
Oh,
thank
it's
you
okay.
so much. And of course, I
Okay.
am on what's that, Tasha K Live. So it's
Yes,
like that's the
ma'am.
best show ever. So,
Thank
and I'm looking forward
you.
to coming to one of your shows. And I'm like, wow, Jazzy is so good. I mean, you all just vibe so well
Yes,
together.
you got a shout out too, baby.
Yes,
Jasmine
always.
Scrappy. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much for all you give, all you give. And it's just so, I said,
Anytime.
Lord, I see why she's blessed. You just
Thank
freely
you.
give. You
Thank
freely
you.
give. And all the
Thank you.
information that you give, people pay thousands of dollars to get, and sometimes don't get the right answer and
I
then
appreciate that.
misled and misdirected. And for you to have a kindness, a love and kindness, to share with people, a
I love that.
genuineness.
Thank
And it's like,
you.
oh my God, I'm excited. I'm
Okay,
excited. I'm
okay.
excited.
Do you have a
Thank you.
question? No?
Well, I don't. I really don't. I'll just
Okay.
keep it because some questions that come on, they answer the questions. I mean, you answer them, and some people say things like, "Oh, that's the right answer." I'm like, "Yeah, I wish one day she could hear me." And so now that God has granted me that, I'm just shaking like this because I'm like, "Oh my God, He did
Okay.
it!
Don't
He
take
did
that
it!"
compound. Okay, thank you. Thank
Thank you again. Thank you
I
guys.
love it.
Thank you so
Okay, lady.
much. All right,
Thank
dear.
you. All right,
Bye.
bye-bye. I need a son like that do my hair and then say, Mama, can I come wash clothes at the house? Absolutely. You just did my hair. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm about to have one. Mama, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come over and eat too. He gonna get a plate. But yeah, he got me looking cute though. Shout out to Lamine. Yeah, I had to take all that love. I'm sorry. That's my validation right there. Okay, who's next?
Tatted Barbie.
Tatted Barbie? I've heard of this person. Okay, hi Tatted Barbie. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. What's your question?
Don't rush me because that other ain't even have a question for you. Tasha.
I didn't rush you. I just said, what's your
Tasha.
question? I'm sorry. Where are you calling from, Tatted Barbie?
Miami.
Okay, yeah, I remember. That's why I was just like, wasn't she a part of Shoot Your Shot too? It
Yeah.
cussed us out, cussed us straight out on Shoot Your Shot. It's all good. Shoot Your Shot will be back this Thursday. Just letting everybody know. Okay, what's your question, Mama?
Okay. So in 2021, I was in an auto accident
Okay.
and I had a major surgery. I had a hip replacement. So I recently, well, today, I'm celebrating today because I accepted a six-figure offer.
Oh well, damn.
And I want to know what the hell do I do now that I'm coming into all this money?
You got a lawsuit, child. You got a lawsuit payment.
Yeah, it's six
Hmm.
figures.
Okay. Um. Well, money is always used to make more money.
Okay.
Okay. First and foremost, a lot of people get money and they think they're just supposed to spend it. No, 80% of it needs to go to figure out how to make more money. So, do you need another stream of income?
I mean, yes. Yes.
Okay. So then we got to figure out what the talents are, what you're great at, and how you want to go about investing that money. Now, you're not going to invest all of it. You're just going to invest a portion of it. And the rest you can put maybe in like a CD or something at the bank so it can gain some interest and everything like that. But what are you good at?
Social media. I before I got in my accident, I was down for almost 2 years. I had 160,000 followers on TikTok.
Damn.
Um, I create content, comedy skits.
Okay, okay. Well, hmm. You create comedy skits, content, and things like that, but we need an investment. You know what? Put that money in CDs.
Okay.
Put all the money in CDs. And then I want you to email me because I have a job opportunity for you, okay?
Okay.
But put that money in CDs, or I'm gonna give you my idea because I'm gonna do this. So you in Florida. So in Florida, there is an extreme need for affordable housing. Okay. Now a lot of people don't like to go. What is that noise? Hold on for a second. I'm gonna mute you for a second, but I'm gonna tell you. So a lot of people need affordable housing. Florida's housing market is just crazy. There is a way where you can buy like a cheap piece of land in Florida, preferably like maybe a mile or two, like a mile, 1 acre or two, and you can outfit it. Some of it may come outfitted with like plumbing, with water, and things like that. And you can get on Amazon and get you a tiny house, a few tiny houses at $10,000 a pop, have them installed and rent to people. And a lot of people see my problem with the developers in Florida is that they're trying to cash out and they've forgotten how there's just 80% of the population that don't like to move. They like to structure their income versus, debt, and they'll stay forever. And so if you invest $10,000 into like a tiny house, but maybe 30,000 into the land plot, you got $1,000 or $1,200 coming in every month for years. And if you had like 10 or 15 or 20 of those, your own tiny house lot, that could be a way to really, really drive just some passive income if you just don't get greedy. The problem is they get too greedy.
Okay. Girl,
Okay.
I'm gonna email you about that damn job opportunity.
Please, please, I got something for you, child. I got something for you.
Oh,
It was
so
the
happy.
160,000 followers that got me like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
I
definitely.
got you. I got
Okay,
you.
thank you
On
so
one
much,
with
Tasha.
Tasha at gmail.com.
Okay, thank you so much. Love you, White
No
Nose.
problem, baby. No problem, baby.
Bye.
Love you. Okay. All right. So who we got?
Anonymous.
Anonymous. How you doing, Anonymous? After this, we're gonna go to break. Then I'm gonna read some questions, and then we're gonna come back and take some more video calls. Don't forget you can leave your question in the chat. Jasmine is watching the chat as well. The link is in the description box. This is Happy Hour, all about our own wine and issues. Who's next? Anonymous. Where you calling from?
Hi, Tasha. I'm calling from Arizona.
Shout out to Arizona Anonymous. And what is your question?
So I have been going through a lot of issues with co-parenting
Okay.
for about 5 years now, and um, it's kind of like mentally taking a toll on me and like how I parent my son. I
Mm-hmm.
also just recently lost my grandmother, who
I'm sorry
basically
about that.
it's okay. Who
Okay.
helped me basically raise my son.
Okay.
So at the beginning of this year, his dad and I kind of got into like a big argument, where he basically just called me like a piece of shit mother, and I believe they've been telling my son to tell me like he doesn't want to live with me. I They don't discipline him, but I do, and he doesn't really have structure over there, but I have structure over here, so I could see why. So this year I told him, if I'm just such a piece of shit mother, we have a 50-50 co-parenting parenting plan. So I just told him to take him. Um, and he went to court and tried to terminate my parental rights. He also stated that basically he wasn't going to answer any of my calls, my text messages or anything. So I'm just wondering, what should I do?
Okay. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm sorry that you lost your grandmother. How old is the baby?
He's 5.
You crying?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Let me ask you a question with the co-parenting thing. How okay, because you stated a lot. You said that there's no structure at the house.
Mm-mm.
What is the co-parenting style that you guys are having issues on?
So we do like 50-50. Um, and it's like a lot. Like he'll drop my son off late at school and I'm the one basically concerned. Basically, um, he's like always like telling me like, you don't do enough, you're just a effed up mom when I ask for help because I don't have anyone to help. So I asked him for help. Um, and he'll like bash me. So like I've been trying to do 50-50 because I don't want my son to be without his dad. And I never wanted that. Um, and when my son was first born, he kept my son away from me again, um, for 2 months after we broke up. And I don't know what to do because I don't want my son to be without his dad. But I also want to have like a healthy co-parenting relationship.
Well, you speak of I don't know where you speak of one thing that I keep hearing you say, calm down first. Calm down, take a deep breath. Take like 10 deep breaths so we can because I'm a solution-based person and the only person, even though you are going through a lot, but it's that baby that's gonna hurt the most. And he's only 5 right now.
Yeah.
And so obviously the court saw that both of you guys, are fit. Even though I don't think court should be presiding over situations like this, but I get it. Some people need that in order to talk. Um, but you keep saying, I want him to have a relationship with his dad. But yet you said in the same breath that you told your ex to keep him.
Yeah.
Why are you eliminating yourself out of you want your son to have a relationship with his mom? Why is it all about the dad and not you?
I don't know. I think just because like I don't know. I'm basically like the parent who does everything for my son. So I've always just thought about their relationship and you know, I'm his mom, so I just always just think about I don't like honestly, I think about their relationship and why I didn't keep him away because I don't I didn't want to be a single mom, you know. So like I kind of like tiptoe around him so he doesn't like leave or leave me alone with my son. Um, so I don't really think about myself in this situation.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 28.
Okay, very young, 5-year-old son. So you had him when you was like what, 22, 23?
Yeah,
Okay. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that obviously you do I don't know what your financial situation is, but do you have any type of like support system, someone that you could like talk to, not necessarily like financial, but an older woman that's in your circle that could help you to calm down and create a plan?
no, I don't have anybody, Tasha. My mom, I don't talk to her. Like I don't have anyone. It's just me. And right now I'm just going back to court. I drained out my savings account to go back to court. And I told him, at least um, if you're just gonna keep me away, I just need it on paper. If you want, he basically just wants money from me, Tasha. He's just always been trying to get child support. So I told him, if you want child support, I'll give it to you. Which is why I'm back in court, just so I can get my time, so that he doesn't keep him away.
But why? But my thing is like, why are you Xing yourself out of the equation? Did you not have a
Because
dad
Tasha,
coming up?
no, but no, I didn't. But Tasha, he continuously tells my son like I'm not his mom. He's been telling my son this since my son was born, and my son
So
told
my
me,
thing is like, why why but you're still showing compassion towards him. Why are you so dead set on like allowing him to like have all of the like making his life blissful? Like I just don't want to make him mad. I want to tiptoe. What is it about this man that makes you just not want to hold him accountable for the bullshit that you say he's doing? Like,
Tasha, he's pulled a gun out on me before. We have domestic violence. Like he, he like his parent. He'll bring his mom and try to fight me during drop offs. Like I don't want no problems, Tasha. I don't have nobody else. So I don't like mentally. I
where
just
is your
can't.
mama? What do you mean you don't talk to your mama? Where's your mama?
I don't talk to my mom, Tasha. I don't talk to my mom
Why don't you talk to your mom if you don't mind me asking? I know how mothers and daughters could be.
because my mom basically told me that she didn't believe me when I told her I was molested by my cousin, and they continued to hang around them. And the issue is, so the reason why I'm Xing myself out is because I never think about myself. I always think about my son and his other relationships. And my mom loves my son. And we did have a toxic relationship until I just separated myself and I told her, I don't want to keep my son away from you. If you want to keep seeing my son, his dad will have him and you guys can figure that out. Um, but I don't talk to her simply because of that. And I've told my ex, like, I don't want him around them, but he doesn't care. He continuously takes him around them and he doesn't care what I say. He basically told me he has no regard for my parenting or anything I tell him. So, um, I just exit myself out because mentally I can't keep thinking about like what could happen to my son. Like, I can't. If there
Okay,
was no one else,
okay. All right. So, all right. This is a lot. I feel that, and this is going to be hard. I know the winos are probably going to gut punch me right now when I say this, but my grandmother did not believe me when I said, well, I didn't say, I mean, hell, it was found in a court, that I was touched. Even though I had some type of resentment towards my grandmother, I still didn't stop talking to her. And your mother, did she put you in that situation for your, like, do you feel like your mom, even though she doesn't believe you, did she allow for that to happen to you? Like, was your mom there and she just completely, like, just ignored the fact that
No, my mom was at work
okay.
when this all happened. Yeah.
So you have to understand her intention. So it's not like, and I'm going to say this, and this is a hard pill to swallow. I'm thinking your mom put you in that situation. Okay. Like she, because there are some mothers out here that have sold their daughters. Okay. Seriously. But in this situation, this happens to be like a credibility issue. And I think that even if she doesn't believe you now, she still took care of you, right? She still raised you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's still your mom at the end of the day. And you need your mother. You cannot isolate yourself from your mom when you need her most. And I know it's hard having a child when you've been abused and been in situations like that, but I don't think that your mother is going to intentionally put your son in a situation where he will be molested as well. So you're almost 30 now. And, those are wounds that you have to heal on your own, regardless of what your mom thinks or who thinks of that. You have to heal yourself because it's not, if you don't take the time to invest in yourself instead of investing in court fees over what I like to point out as, and I'm not saying your baby daddy perfect, but I feel like if y'all have 50-50, whatever he does with the child, as long as your child is not in danger, however he parents, that's how he parents. What the child is experiencing in your house, that needs to be your house. You cannot control his house and your house at the same time while you're trying to get your mental health together. Because right now, the only person that's losing is the baby because you got so many other things on your mind going on that you can't properly parent your baby. And telling your ex that he can have your baby just because you don't want to argue with him and you would rather your son have his father than have you, when sons need their maternal mothers just as much as they need their fathers so that they grow up to be great men. You gotta take a deep breath. You gotta put shit into perspective. And I feel like you're thinking too much about yourself and not about your child. And I know it's you can't tell your ex to keep the baby and then expect him not to call you a name about it. You can't do that. And you're doing something that your mother didn't even do to you.
But Tasha, he continuously just tells me to sign my rights away. He wants me to sign my rights away. He's
He
been trying
wants
to
you
push me
to.
out of my
Yes,
son's
because
life.
he doesn't, there's a power struggle going on. You don't have to sign shit. All you need to do is get your mental health together. I don't know what type of work it is that you do. Focus on building your career and raising that baby and letting the past be the past and get you some help currently with your emotional issues and trauma so that you can be a level-headed mother to your son. Everything else is non-existent. Email me. I
Like,
know
I
some
do go to
therapists.
therapy.
Okay, and
I
you're
do
going to
go to therapy.
therapy. You're going to therapy, and obviously it's not working because you're on the phone with me. You have to find another therapist too. But I can tell you right now, you are focused on the wrong thing. Things that like happened so far in the past, they don't even affect you now. I won't give a shit about what a baby daddy got to say. Baby daddies and baby mothers that are separated are gonna fight. They're gonna call each other names. They're gonna dog each other. And just like he cussing you out, if he call you a piece of shit, mother, when your son ain't around, call him a piece of shit dad. Or you can ignore him and be just focusing on your son, because ain't nothing worse than letting somebody call you out your name or act stupid and you do nothing but let them be stupid. They're going to get bored. She not responding. What's wrong? You focused on you. You letting him get the best of you. And then he gonna turn around and put you on child support like you some type of bad mother. If you do file your rights over to your son, then guess what? If something does happen to him, it's your fault. It's your fault. So snap out of this shit. Stop crying. You have no reason to be crying right now. This is selfish. Because you got a baby being raised by another bitch. Email me, unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after the break, guys. This is happy hour. This is bullshit.
To finally get to sleep in your own bed.
You went right there.
What about this wonderful husband of yours?
I'm tired of walking through that door and all we discuss is ovulation calendars, pregnancy tests, baby showers, and doctor's appointments. Can't you see this is slowly consuming us?
I don't know why everybody wants to make me feel crazy because I want a child. I can't have a child by myself.
Father, I come to you on bended knees in prayer for my daughter and son-in-law. As long as they continue to build on the foundation that you have set over everything.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Hey, yo, check this out. We're gonna run this thing back I was telling y'all about before. So without further ado, show some love to one of our newest girls, Peaches!
You were a server, and now you're
I teach these.
That's cool. I like the way you just lit up when you talked about someone you love.
Oh, hell no. Who is it? I can't just be happy. Ain't that a good thing? How do you feel about Mr. Lance?
Promise you won't get mad.
I promise.
Oh, Peaches! Raquel, who is this?
Sorry, I can see it's not a good time.
You know
Listen,
what?
bro, you can keep this. I just want my money, man.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Kel, you want to talk to him? Hell no. I ain't think so.
Don't touch me. Don't call me. Don't text me. And don't even think about me.
You gonna let Jesus offering take you away from all this money you've been stacking?
Why doesn't Mr. Lance come around anymore?
You think I need any of this in my life?
I saw you, my brother, the happiest he's ever been in his life with this man.
Please, come back to me.
We could go all in. We could be loved by the end of the night. By the end of the night.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, and we're back. Remember, guys, this is happy hour where you guys get to call in, you get to write in and unwind, okay? And to the caller that was on before, I will be awaiting your email so we can get you some therapy, because one thing I can't stand is not having a solution and you're just sitting in the problem, and it's just, a reoccurring problem. And, I'm here. I have a arm of resources that I can help you with, but it has to start with self accountability, because we can't control nobody out here but ourselves, period, point blank. And if you try to control other people, you'll wound up like that, because everybody got these expectations and nobody's going to live up to your expectations, no matter how great of a person you are. And I just felt like that was just a little too easy. All right. So I'm gonna actually answer a question that was DM'd. Okay. This is anonymous, but it is. I don't think it's that messy. Okay. So this is from, and we're gonna call her Tosh. Okay. She goes, happy hour. I started dating a man while I was separated. My ex-husband is now married. He knows I have a new man as well. Problem is, my boyfriend is 14 years younger than me. I met him at 35 and he was 21. He told me at the time he was 25 and we had already did that. So I felt like it was too late. So you slept with a 21-year-old? All right, Keisha Cole. He's a good man and I love him. He loves my daughter. I kind of feel bad because I kind of feel bad because we've been now, he's 24, about to be 25, and I'm going to be about 39. I love him and he loves me. I'm lost. I would love to be anonymous. Then she comes back and says, why knows? Okay. My ex-husband walked out on Mother's Day and never came back. So I divorced him. He sees his daughter when he has time. He's a stepdad now that comes first even before the child. So my young boyfriend has stepped up in his place. Why do I feel guilty? How old is the baby is the question. Is he like 10 years older than your baby? Like, how old is the baby? Here's the thing. You feel what? So hold on for a second. Let me text her back. Is he 24, about to be 25 now, or is he 21? Because you said he was 21. So have y'all been together? If y'all have already been together 5 years, there's no need to text me. Y'all are in it. What you trying to leave right now? You feeling guilty? If you love him, why are you I just don't understand why you asking me. Hold on, let me ask, how old is he now? And how long have y'all been dating? Been living together? Sounds like they living together. If y'all have been together for some years, I just don't see what the issue is. Y'all are already in it for the thick of it. And if you love him, he's definitely old enough. Marry him. 25. I mean, I wouldn't have went there with nobody that was 21. I just can't. Having conversations with a 21-year-old to me is frustrating, let alone trying to sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? I can't not fathom. Okay, hold on. How old is he and how long have y'all been together? So, hold on. You've been together. I'm texting her. You've been together. So he's 24 and you're 39. And you've been together how long? She's texting me now. How long have y'all been together though? Total? 5 years, 4 years, 3 years? He lives with you. Okay. And have y'all been together 3, 4 years? And what type of work does he do? That's another question, and we'll be done here, and I'll give you my feedback. I'm waiting on her to reply back. Sorry, guys. Okay, so she says 10. They've been together since. He's 24. Yes, they live together. Okay. Winos, we need your advice in the chat. Let's go. Let's run it up. He lied to me at first. Okay, I get it. I get that. All right. This happens to men all the time. You know, we used to lie about our ages when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? But what type of work does he do? Text me and we're done. Okay, 3 years. You've been together 3 years, but what type of work does he do? Come on, Keisha Cole. Let's go. Let's go, Keisha Cole. She's texting in the chat. I'm just looking down at it. Medical transportation. Okay. All right. So y'all are already in it. I don't know why you feel guilty. You probably feel guilty because you probably feel like you've already lived most of your life and he has a new life to live. And you probably feel just a tad bit insecure because you're like, what if he finds somebody his age and we're older? I think that if y'all are going to be together since he's already living there, why don't y'all just take it a step further and get married and, move on with your life? I mean, you're already in it. You love him. And yeah. we can't tell you to leave him and you already in it. Like, but he is a baby. And that's a risk you're going to have to take when you like 50. Well, when you 50, he'll be 40. So, yeah, I mean, it ain't that bad. I just wouldn't do it. But, you know, that's just me, you know. But for you, and I work a corporate job in healthcare, all right, then, y'all, happily ever after. Ain't nothing to feel guilty about. But maybe just a tad bit insecure about what if he wants somebody younger. Moving on. Love you, girl. What y'all think, winos? What y'all think? What they saying?
They said she got a whole other son.
Yeah, she does have another child.
They're referring to him.
There's going to be like a power play that she's going to have to work out because she's going to know things that he has to go through. And that's going to cause an issue, whether you're prepared for it or not. So, ain't no way you're going to be submissive to a 24-year-old. Just no, I wish I would. Only time I'm going to... Let me be quiet. See, my mind going to other places. Moving on. Let me read another question real quick from the email. Remember, this is happy hour, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy yourself. Y'all enjoy yourself? Are you? Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me get over here to the email. So, okay. So, hi, Tasha K and friends. This is from a woman named Mrs. Wright. Please keep me anonymous. Okay. She says, my question is, hold on. She goes, my question is, I am making a forward-thinking move. I don't have any kids, no man, no close family. It's always just been me and God. I like that. Firstly, thank you for being who you are. Thank you. I love you too. Okay. You are loved deeply, and thank you for your platform. It keeps me laughing. So I'll just get straight to it. I don't know why my throat getting itchy. Okay. I'll just get straight to it. Jasmine, sometimes I'm gonna have to have you read these questions. I need life advice. I'm 26 now, and I've been on my own since I was 17, 18. No family help, no man. Rocky past, but I have always kept a job, okay? And I have worked through healing myself from childhood traumas similar to yours. Some days are tough, but I choose to get up and choose myself every day in spite of the emotional pain I feel sometimes. So I worked many jobs like waitressing, fast food, Amazon call centers, and even tried stripping. That's a lot of jobs. Okay. After going homeless in 2022 and living with my dad, which was hell because I knew he did not want me there, but I'm always grateful anyways, I completed a front-end web development program and got my certificate in front-end web development. I never thought I'd land a job at one of the top accounting firms for almost 3 years working in technology, fixing their computer, and basic IT work. I got that job by being recruited through LinkedIn. Congratulations, okay? To go back a little, when I was homeless, I was working as an assistant manager. She put her resume in her. At the Dollar Tree and would have been a store manager very easily, but I just had no guidance on what to do, no one to ask. I simply did it just to keep from being at my dad's home and overstaying my welcome, but I genuinely do not enjoy technology. Just happened to pass the program and made a LinkedIn and put the certificate up. Fast forward to present time, I quit that job in corporate America because it was driving me slowly insane and I absolutely hated the environment. It made me aware of myself and how corporate America can be filled with a bunch of know-it-alls when I am not like that. So I recently resigned and I will start trucking school to get my CDL. The trucking school has already placed me in a job with a transport company. I just have to stay with the transportation company for 6 months under contract. Then I'm free to go work anywhere else with my CDL. It would pay more than a corporate job I had. So my plan is to save money, pay off debt by staying in my truck while on the road. And when I have off days, stay in a hotel rather than paying for an apartment. I do not have any main goals right now other than saving and paying debt off. But I know I want to be a business owner because all of the different types of jobs I have and just life I have. I wouldn't mind running my own business for myself. Just do not know what business yet. So I'm being patient with God. So what is the question? What's the question? Sounds like you got a plan. What you need, validation? Go. You ain't got no children. You can work as many jobs as you want and stack as much cash. I find it hard to believe that single people who do have all they ligaments and they brain working and all shit like that, and they always broke. I said, how the fuck? You ain't got no kids, you ain't got nobody. But they said it's something about having family or having somebody that supports you is what drives you, okay? And so that's why so many people are broke, because they don't have nothing driving them. So you sounds like you have self-drive. So get your money, pay off your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay on the road forever, because it does take a toll on your health. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to exercise outside the truck, and eat well. There's not very good restaurants on the side of the road, but I think you got a plan here. So we're just going to validate you, girl, and push you on into the CDL program. Let's go. Okay, moving on. Who's next?
Diamonds are a girl's friend.
Diamonds are a girl's friend. Where are you calling from? Hello? Turn your mic on. Diamonds
Can
are
you
a
hear
girl's
me?
best friend. Yep, this is happy hour. Where you
Hi, I'm
calling
calling
from?
Dallas, Texas.
Shout out to D-Town. What's your question? Hey, mama, how you doing? You look so
Hi.
pretty.
Thank you. I look a little rough. I have a message actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can it be spiritual?
You have a message for me?
No, for everybody. It's a spiritual message.
Well, this is happy hour, and we normally take questions.
Okay. That's why I asked first. That's why I asked first.
Yeah, yeah. So they're gonna get irritated with me that I'm changing the concept. So yeah.
That's
But if you
fair.
have a question, you can ask your question.
Mm, I don't really have a question, I guess. No, I just had a message, but I understand.
Okay. Love you, mama.
Love
Put it
you.
in the
Thank you.
chat. Put it in the
I
chat.
was just about to say that.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
cool.
All
All
right.
right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, who's next? I gotta go get a haircut, so y'all don't talk about me, okay? Thelma, how you doing, Thelma? Is you my cousin? Because I got a cousin named Thelma that I cannot stand, child. She, just like me. Anyway, where you calling from, baby?
I'm calling from Chicago.
Oh, you ain't cousin Thelma. How you doing? But you my cousin in Christ. But go ahead. What's your question?
I have a legal question for you, Tasha.
Okay.
My
Okay.
thing is, the thing is, I was dropped by the Chicago Fire Department ambulance. Before they got me out my house, prior to that, I had surgery 2 months on my back. I couldn't walk, period. I was numb from over my waist down. So when they took me, I said, I just had surgery. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt my back. I asked them, do you have me? They said, yeah. I said, are you sure? They had me dangling from the chair before I can even get outside. Tasha, they dropped me in the middle of the street in the rain. I was hollering dear life. I felt like my legs was just being sawed off. They couldn't even get me up. I'm in the street. They tying a sheet around my back, and I just told them I had back surgery. Now I'm in the street, pressure just up. I can feel myself just falling out. I look down and I see I'm just naked from my neck down. They had my gown all up, body exposed. I see people running to me, trying to help them get me on a gurney. They didn't even have it locked. And it was just a mess how they did me. And my leg was all bruised up. And I haven't been out since then. 2 weeks ago, I went out. I had to call again, Tasha. And that was my second time ever being out the house since they dropped me. So I'm hysterical now. I'm crying because I'm having flashbacks of how they did me before. And I didn't even finish the story because it's ridiculous. And he asked me, he said, why are you crying? So I'm telling him, this is my first time being out the house since the ambulance dropped me. And he was like, what did your family do? And I couldn't even grasp what he said to me. And then the other text said, probably nothing. No, he said, what they doing now? Nothing. So I couldn't even respond to what the first text said to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, did they really just say this to me? So I'm saying to myself, did they really just say this to me? So I say to him, First of all, they wasn't outside. And when they heard me screaming for my life, then they came outside. And I want to know, Tasha, do you have any legal information that you can give me? Because I feel like I can sue them.
Yeah.
But I just,
I was
I,
trying to
I
figure out why you ain't called Morgan and Morgan. They
they,
legal partners of mine.
they denied my claim.
Why?
Yeah,
What did you
I
tell them?
don't. I told them the situation. I actually told them the situation. And I even told them how they even hung around my room for over 30 minutes waiting to see was I going to tell the doctor that they dropped me because they didn't even report that they dropped me. But I can hear that one of the texts outside the room saying, my back hurt, my back hurt. You know what I'm saying? And
So
I'm
you
like,
ain't
this
got
is
no documentation, no witnesses, or nothing?
yes, Tasha. I made a police report when they dropped me. I have pictures of how my leg was bruised from my ankle all the way up to my leg. I have the picture of me in the street with them tying a sheet around me trying to get me up. He even asked one of the texts, the text asked him the dirty one or the clean one. And he was like, what? The clean one, the clean one. And I'm just struggling,
Then
trying
you
to,
got to find another personal injury attorney that'll take your claim.
yeah,
You know,
I couldn't find anybody. Everybody denied me. And I'm like,
there had
why?
to be a reason because normally these are cut and dry cases. They go after the insurance. They don't even have to legally sue. They just put in a claim. So like, did you go to the doctor? Did you document the excess bruises and stuff like that? Like,
You
it's
know what,
hard for
Tasha?
me to tell, huh?
When I went in and showed the my doctor how my leg was all bruised up, they work from the hospital. He told me, "Oh, those are old bruises," and I immediately wanted to get away from that hospital because now I don't feel safe at all. I don't feel safe, so I asked to be transferred to Northwestern where I had my surgery.
Well, listen,
And
you can file pro se yourself and go after the insurance. And a lot of times they'll just settle with you because, um, they don't want it to escalate to a court case.
right,
So, do
so
you have anybody in your family that has any sort of education where they could just file a claim against the hospital themselves or the ambulance company that it's owned by so that you can file it yourself? Lawyers are just there to help us in case we don't understand that legal, the legal terminology and things like that. So there's another way you can go pro se.
okay, and
Okay.
I
And
will
you
have
just
to
gotta
do that.
find out who the hospital is insured, who the ambulance company is insured by, because the ambulance and the hospital is two different companies. So you have to
Right.
figure out who that ambulance company is and fight with their insurance company.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right. No
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem. I wish you the
Bye.
best. Okay. Bye bye. That was terrible. Who's next, guys? This is happy hour. Remember, I'm taking questions too to my email, unwindwithTashaK@gmail.com. Let's go. Who's next? Queen Tulsa, welcome back, girl. What's your question, baby? I know
Put
you
me
from
up on
Tulsa.
him. Hey, girl, how you doing? Listen here, Tasha, I missed
Yeah,
you.
I
And you're
miss you
looking
too.
good. Therapy is
Thank you, baby.
amazing.
Thank
First of
you.
all, let me get this out the way because the lady had called about the young dude and all that. I just say, live your best life. Whoever makes you happy, be happy with him. But let me go ahead and get up into this. Did you know that Shirley Strawberry went to court today at Ernesto's court?
Queen Tulsa.
Yeah.
This is happy hour. It's not about celebrity
It's a
gossip, but
question. Oh, this was a question. Well, no, I got some tea for you. I was going to ask you a question. Did you
then you got
know?
my number. The fuck?
Right. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Okay. So I'm in my zone right now. Um, I've been battling with like some uh um I want to say like
Yeah, making up a question on the
no
spot.
corporate
Go ahead.
businesses like the DMV. Like I went
Okay.
down there and
Okay.
Trump is trying to take away legal marriage and all that.
Yeah.
Why what advice would you give me as far as being a trans woman, right? Because we learn from
Okay.
women, right?
Right.
What advice would you give me to approach these situations? Because eventually I want to be a lawyer one day, Tasha.
Okay.
I want to be a lawyer one day. What are
Okay.
some steps that I should take as far as advocacy and showing up and reporting? Because I love reporting the news.
You have a platform. So the advocacy is raising awareness to issues like that on your platform. And I know the gay marriage thing has hit everybody for a loop, but you're already married. And even though federally they're trying to get it disbarred, but it's ultimately up to the states.
Okay.
You understand? And there are certain states that approved gay marriage before the Supreme Court was even tapped. So them just tapping this is basically telling the states they don't have to, or they don't, they can or they can't. It's not federally mandated that they have to abolish same-sex marriage. So, but they are trying under the Trump presidency. But like I said, it's ultimately up to the state. And so you guys will have to marry in states where it's legalized. And that's just going to always be a forever issue. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's just, I know people are expecting to weed it out, but you're going to have some people who are against it and for it. Just like we got an all white colony right now. And it's somewhere in the Ozarks that want to abolish, black people or any other race being in America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you just gonna have to use your platform. I think it's a great topic. The LGBTQ love to follow topics like that, and you could just, take it on the head and speak on those issues that affect your community.
Okay. Thank you so much. And a lot of people, they feel like, you have this disdain for trans women. I'm trans, and we love each other. And so shout out to Couture Base. Shout out to you. Hey, Jasmine. And listen here, I'm going to clip this. Is that okay? Don't you strike me.
Why would I strike you? Girl, go.
No, I was just being cute. Okay, listen, you got me all hot and sweaty over here. Tasha, I don't know what it is that you do to me, but listen here, I was so amped up. Like, I've been going through some changes, Tasha. Life has been lifing for me. So I just want to say thank you for being an advocate. Thanks for being a friend. And if your audience and everybody could just pray for me, I'm just going through a lot right now. And yeah, life is life, and just send some prayers up.
You email me about that Shirley Strawberry shit. Don't you forget, okay?
Oh, I won't. I'm putting you on right now.
All right then. All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, all righty. She's trying to get me caught up in politics right now. Who's next? Teresa, how you doing? Teresa, where you calling from, baby?
Hello. Hi, Tasha.
Hey, where you calling from?
I love you, Tasha. I love you, Tasha.
I love you too.
Well, I'm calling from Tulsa home. I just saw a Miss Tulsa over there on your show.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I have a question, Miss Tasha.
Okay.
So I've been fighting high blood pressure since I was 23. What advice do you have to lower my blood pressure besides just taking medication all the time?
Hold on for a second. Who them fight people in the back fighting, child? Sounds like you got an
My children are watching. My kids are watching.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, how y'all doing? I swear these be like, I'll be taking calls at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Okay. So how y'all doing? All right.
Sorry,
So
my kids love you. Sorry, my
love
kids.
y'all. I love y'all children. Now go sit y'all asses down. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. So what is behind your high blood pressure? Like, what is the cause of it?
I think it's more. I think it's more in the family. I think I've not really traced it, but I've been having this issue since I was really young, and I keep taking medication, but the medication's not working. It's just so sky high.
Your blood pressure is high. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I'm not a doctor. Okay, I do have to state that. But a lot of times blood pressure is from something else that's going on. It could be stress. It could be hyperthyroidism. A lot of people have untreated hyperthyroidism, which causes everything in the body to work overtime. I have hyperthyroidism.
Okay.
All right. I'm just telling you some things. It could be sodium retention. Maybe your body just does not dispel salt. It could be a lot of people don't think that they are what's the word that I'm looking for right now? Dehydrated.
Okay.
Okay, so dehydration. Peeing, you got to pee out salt. How much do you weigh, if you don't mind me asking?
I weigh about 160.
And how tall are you?
I'm
Why I sound like
5'3".
Kevin Samuels right now? Huh?
I'm 5'3".
5'3", 160. Okay, so that is considered kind of overweight,
Yes.
right? All right. Do you eat a
It
lot of
is.
meat?
Okay.
You sound like you're from the
Yes, I
island.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from Kenya
Meat is,
actually. Yeah.
okay, meat is high in sodium. Do you use bouillon
Yeah.
cubes when you cook?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you probably got a bouillon cube addiction and don't even know it because food is just so richly flavorful. It's like the cup of noodles. Why noodles are so good because there's the bouillon cubes in there. So those
Yeah.
bouillon cubes is enough to send your blood pressure through the roof for anybody. So if you're saying it's running in the family, if your mama didn't cook with bouillon cubes and now you cooking the same way and you're slightly overweight, yes, that will cause issues like that. So you have to exercise, and exercise
Okay.
induces sweat, which means you will
Okay.
profusely sweat. And you ever notice sometimes your sweat tastes salty?
Yes.
You're
When you sweat.
dispelling
Yes.
salt, excess salt that's in your body. Now, you don't want to dispel too much salt because we need salt to balance and our electrolytes and stuff like that. We don't want to deplete that. So you need some salt in your body. But another thing, hold on. So you do have to find some type of cardio that helps you dispel it. You do have to start off by drinking 2 bottles of water in the morning. You have to take magnesium in addition to your blood pressure medication until you get your blood pressure down. Okay, so I don't
Magnesium.
advise nobody jump up off no blood pressure medication, but there are supplements that you can take that will help aiding, which is magnesium, which helps to calm the system down, and it actually draws water to your digestive tract, and you poop it and pee it out. Okay, I like to take my magnesium first thing in the morning, first thing at night. It is called Maganera on my site. The one that I personally use, I use one in the morning, one at night. Sometimes I'll hit 3 if I hit a pound of crab legs. You understand what I'm saying? Because crab
Yes.
legs and seafood is just full of salt. So you got to
Yes.
give up the bouillon cube. You got to increase your water take. You got to do some cardio. Stay on your blood pressure medication. Okay. You definitely have to. Magnesium is a must. So many people have high blood pressure because they lack magnesium. Okay, that is
Okay.
just and that's why they always put it in water. That's why it's a part of your electrolyte mix whenever you have, things like that. And so those are the things that I would suggest you do, and have your doctor keep checking your blood pressure, keep checking your sodium levels, making sure your kidneys are working correctly by expelling excess salt. Okay, all right.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I can tell you in about 6 weeks, your blood pressure be under control. But replacing the bouillon cube with non-sodium vegetable bouillon.
Okay. I'll try that.
It's
Absolutely.
non-sodium.
Non-sodium.
Everything salt. Everything
Yes, ma'am.
salt free. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I got you, Miss Tasha. Thank
No
you.
problem. No problem. All right. Who's next? I know the nurses was finna get my ass up in. I'm like, I ain't no doctor, but however. All right. Who's next? Awesome. How you doing? Awesome. Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? What's up? What's up, Tasha? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a wino, but I'm definitely messing with your channel. You know what I'm saying? I
You
don't
a
regret. Thank
wino. Stop it.
all
Stop the
jokes.
cap. Stop that cap.
Yeah.
Okay? What's going on? We have male winos too. They be all at the shows and everything. They be
Okay.
heterosexual dudes. Ain't nothing
Okay.
wrong with it.
Okay, for
Okay?
sure, for sure.
So
But
where you calling from?
yeah, Tasha, I'm calling from Atlanta. New
All
to
right,
the
shout out to ATL.
area.
And what's
For
your
sure.
question?
Okay, give you a little bit of brief backstory. I had a child with a lady about a year ago, and I was living a
Okay.
totally different life. And
Congratulations on your baby.
thank you, she right here. And but
Oh,
her mother crashed out on drugs when she was born, and I'd had my daughter ever since she literally came out the womb. There was nobody, and
okay.
I I had to change my life, and I had to leave. I'm originally from Detroit, but I left West Virginia, put her in a U-Haul. I'm like, I can't keep living like this. I can't. There's no way I can take care of you here when I got so much going on. So I
Okay.
left, brought her down here. You know what I'm saying? We were in the shelter. We finally got a place. You know what I'm saying? But sister, I've been struggling. Like I had a job, then I lost it, but I was living a totally different life. Like I was used to making moves. I was used to getting money. I'm used to winning, and
And
I
now
love
you
my
staying
daughter.
out of
I would,
jail, so it's
yeah,
peaceful.
yeah. Thank you. Stop. Oh, pumpkin, chill. And
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? She's just not learning how to walk, so she's running into things. I guess so. Tasha, I guess my number one thing is I've never, and I tell a lot of my story on Awesome in the Gizmo, you know what I'm saying, show on YouTube. Because what I wanted to do was show black men do this. Like it's a lot of black men that's, you know what I'm saying. I got tired of like people telling our story. I said, let me tell my own story because I don't need nobody to tell what black men truly are. My
Okay.
question to you is, how do I need some advice because Tosh, I'm gonna be right. I did 16 years in prison. I've never raised a child. I don't know what I'm doing. I do the best I can, but what advice can you give me as far as you being a black woman, and what can you tell me that can be able to retain so that way I can be able to make sure that I push it on my daughter in case that she never does have a mother, in case it's just she and I for the rest of our lives.
Okay, well, I think that's commendable what you're doing. A lot of women do it every day. So I'm sure a lot of women empathize with what's going on with your situation now. But as you can see, women do it every day and men can do it too. Okay. It is different not having that maternal instinct, to be a part of your daughter's life because you are raising a little girl. But I would say this I mean, do you have a relationship with your mom? Do you have any sisters?
I got nobody. My mother, my father, dead, murder, suicide back in 2006 while I was in
Damn.
prison. Yeah, and I don't have no. There's nobody. My grandmother, she's passed. Her family on drugs. When I tell you there's nobody, Tasha, I'm telling you there's nobody. It's me or the system, and my daughter ain't
Okay.
going to the system.
Now this is where I'm gonna say something, and a lot of people may, but I take it like, you know, you have people that have been in jail for as long as you have, you could pick up when some bullshit is about to pop off, right?
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, having I don't know what your belief is in God, okay?
Yes.
But this is where the church community comes in at. You can find a small, intimate church that has a local pastor that's been there for, let's say, 30 or 40 years, and maybe his kids are about to take over or something like that. You don't have to go to these big mega churches because people with problems do go to church. But I do feel like there's a lot of women that are in these churches that could be somewhat of like maternal, I would say, influences in your baby's life
Yes.
and having that spiritual grounding because you guys have been through a lot. But it doesn't, I think people make the mistake when they try to join these mega churches, and these
Come
mega
here,
churches
Gizmo.
are money driven. So
Come
I
here.
would say, I don't know what your belief is,
Yeah.
when it comes to God or whatever, but having a church that's community oriented that can help you to raise your daughter. Okay.
One of the things, Tasha. Oh my bad. Gizmo, come
You're
here.
good. You're good. You're
Okay,
good.
Gizmo said we ain't dressed. My I first of all, Tasha, I do believe in the Creator. I'm not a Christian, but I'm very spiritual. I went to one church. I won't say what, but I'll be honest with you. Them people in there were so phony. I kept telling them I need housing and and a job. Like I need to be able to provide for my daughter. They kept making a bunch of excuses, and I'm like, dig this here, y'all. If y'all keep telling me that y'all want to help, but y'all continue to bring us stuff, I don't need stuff. I got stuff from when I don't need things. What I
Now
need
wait a minute,
is
wait a minute, wait a minute now.
go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Let me stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you
Yeah.
right there because
Okay, go ahead.
because not every church has the funds to place housing. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? But the fact that they did take time to bring you stuff,
Right.
that's a lot. It's
Well, let me.
hard to, yeah. So you
I
gotta
need to
you gotta be
qualify that though,
grateful for what
Tasha.
you get.
Well, I need to qualify that because you're right. I was speaking a little fast. They
I get
told me
you.
that they were going to help me. With they said that, and then so
Okay.
I'm like, we gotta. When we came down here with our U-Haul, we had a house full of stuff. You know what I mean? In
Okay.
terms of furniture and my car. I'm like, I could sell. So I got stuff. What I
Okay.
really needed, was, and this will really bother me. They told me it was Easter, and they told me that to bring my daughter down. I said, okay, cool. One of the ladies, she brought her a dress. I'm like, I don't go, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna bring her down here so y'all can see her. I brought her down there and they had us standing outside. I'm like, why is she standing, the lady that brought her to the church, standing on the pool pit, and y'all got me standing outside with my daughter in the sun. I said, y'all a bunch of phonies for real. Y'all just talking. So I never went back. So I'm not saying all churches is like that, but I want you to know that I have kind of sought that. I just maybe I haven't found the right particular church home, but I would like to
Right.
get some maternal instincts like for my daughter, so that way she can have that feminine. Because I was in the hole a lot. I I'm a bit of a goon, and I try not to. I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better because she has forced me to be better. However, I'm just not a natural nurturer. I do it because it's necessary. However, that isn't my forte, I should say. I'm a provider, protector. I'm a go out here and get in and accomplish things. And obviously, like perfect example, if she would have had a mother, I could be out there making a way for us, but there's nowhere to take my daughter after daycare. So it's like once I pick her up, that's it.
That's how it is for single mothers, though. But you can pay a babysitter.
Well, that's the thing, Tosh. I'm still trying to look for another job. I don't even have another job. The place that I was working at, they shut down. So I'm going to a job fair tomorrow in
Mm-hmm.
Decatur to see whether or not they have opportunity there. So I don't want you to think, you know what I'm saying, that I'm definitely not, I'm always looking. And I'm not opposed to nothing. Like I'll take, as long as I keep my daughter out of the system, I won. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna do that. I guess my main thing with you is that I just really was hoping for some sort of an inspirational piece. That's something that I can be able to retain, like maybe as you as a young girl, something that you wish you had have known, or something that you already knew, and that something that I can be able to maybe pass on to her as we move about this world.
Well, I would say this. A lot of times we try to parent the kids, and really the kids are our parents. And just like how you were in the streets before, and now you're not in the streets because your daughter and you trying to keep her out of the system is why you don't go in the streets. So she's teaching you to be a better man. I would say just follow her lead, listen to her. Don't always try to dictate or become like a dictator, and allow your daughter to to inspire you into who you're supposed to be for her.
That's a
Does
whole.
that make sense?
Absolutely, it makes a lot of sense. I want to thank you for taking my call. Thanks, Jasmine. I want to thank you
Anytime.
for giving me the time. I appreciate you, sister.
Anytime. Okay.
Thank y'all.
All right. Bye bye. Y'all so fucking messy. I was reading y'all in the comments. I was in the comments. They was going the fuck in. The women, we do this shit all the time. Oh, you begging, nigga. Oh, he really did only ask for advice. And I was going with she does need a maternal being. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure as she develops friends and gets older, she'll get that. But yeah, we have to allow our children to parent us. We really do. And once I learned that, me and Tantu got along much better. Because she's essentially telling me what I need to do for her in order for her to be okay. I'm already living my life. I'm living my life. So they still going in at that. I know they are. All righty. How long we been live? Okay. You need advice, Lolita? All right, after the break, we're going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to take a few more callers, and then we're going to head over to TashaKLive.com for the second part of our show. We're going to unwind why Dr. Umar Johnson is really out here begging for donations, okay? We're going to tell y'all the full truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, God. You do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to see that show. And so remember, guys, this is Happy Hour. This segment is all about us. So you guys get to write in, call in. The link is in the chat, and ask me anything about what's going on, and I'll give you the best of the best advices I can give, and so will the winos that are watching, okay? I appreciate you guys. Hold that thought. We'll be right back after the break for some more questions. Let's go.
Loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
Feels good to finally get to sleep in your own bed.
You went right there.
What about this wonderful husband of yours?
I'm tired of walking through that door and all we discuss is ovulation calendars, pregnancy tests, baby showers, and doctor's appointments. Can't you see this is slowly consuming us?
I don't know why everybody wants to make me feel crazy because I want a child. I can't have a child by myself.
Father, I come to you on bended knees in prayer for my daughter and son-in-law. As long as they continue to build on the foundation that you have set over anything. Jesus. Amen.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Back! I made it, I'm back. Had to run to the restroom. I was like, Jess, hurry up. All right, so real quick, before we take some more questions that are emailed and for the callers that are waiting backstage, hold patient. I got an announcement to make, guys. So after, how long has it been? 3 months? After, let me see, May, June, July, August, June, July, August. So 3 long months. Actually, this show has been in development since February. So we finally are going to be releasing our first actual season of Do You Like Me, okay? And so we're going to exclusively premiere the trailer here. You like the hit? Here it go, let go, dog. Like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man. We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding? We like it. Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervene and ask my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
What, do I date a lot of women? And
a lot of women.
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
So that is our slow roll of Do You Like Me? So you'll be seeing this promo in rotation all the way up until we release, okay? And I can't wait for you guys to see this show because it got real thick, real messy. Shout out to all the winos that participated. And guys, remember, we have a casting website now, and we are casting for season 2 of Do You Like Me? We're not sure if we're going to do this in person, okay? But you can go to tkcast.com. You can apply for Do You Like Me? You can apply for, let me go right now. We got so many shows that's rolling out. But anytime you guys think that you would be a great guest or a possible guest to audition, some of these don't even need auditions, really. You just got to fit the profile because we ask certain questions to kind of weed out who's good and who's not. It doesn't mean that you're not a good person. It's just a good fit for the show, okay? So you go to tkcast.com. That is tkcast.com. You can apply for Shoot Your Shot Talent Show, which will premiere this Thursday coming up, okay? Do You Like Me dating show, so we're casting for season 2. Unwind with Tasha K guest opportunity, okay? And so if you have a story that you want to tell and you think it would be great, hit us here. Also, when is the wedding? So I'm calling out to all you people who have been in long-term relationships and can't figure out when y'all gonna get married, okay? So you are going to contact us at tkcast.com and state your shit. You and your partner have to be a part of the show, and we gonna get a motherfucking wedding date or not. Okay. All right. And also we got It's Never Too Late. Okay. And so believe in second chances or new beginnings. This show celebrates people who are starting fresh, pursuing dreams later in life, or proving that age is just a number. Okay. And so if you want to share your transformation, please hit up tkcast.com and apply. Okay. And so anytime you want to go and see what's available, we'll put all of our casting calls here and we'll advertise them in every single show. All right. So we look forward to seeing you. All right. But shout out to all the Do You Like Me cast. Roll that trailer one more time before we get into these questions here because I'm so excited about it. Let's go. Like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervene and ask my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
What, do I date a lot of women and
Do you date a lot of women?
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
All right, and we're back. So make sure you are here. We're going to go ahead and put up the live stream because we're going to run it live September 17th. And so you guys will go ahead and just click your notification, September 16th, and you'll just go ahead and click your notification so you'll get notified when it streams live, okay? And so I can't wait. Oh my gosh, we've been working our asses off on this, okay? And it turned out exactly how we meant for it to turn out. All right. So let me go ahead and read a question from a wino. Oh, y'all got a lot of questions in here. I may have to start doing this hour more recent, but that's why we started reading questions now during our shows. So, because we get so many. Hold on real quick. All righty. Hold on for a second. Hold on. All right. So this is from a male. Okay. I love when we get the men questions in here. All right. It goes, hey, Tasha, I'm a 35-year-old man in Atlanta. I have been single for a year. Y'all stop because y'all know y'all finna hit me with the gay shit. He gay. Why you 35 in Atlanta? He gay. I ain't read the rest, so I don't know. Okay, I've been single for a year after leaving an engagement where my fiance cheated on me with a friend of mine. Recently, I have met a nice woman, but she's in a position where she currently lives with somebody that she moved in with under last minute circumstances. At first they liked each other and was dating, but she says now that she realizes she doesn't feel the same about them anymore and wants to move on and date other people, but she still lives with him. Sounds like you a side nigga. She claims she likes me so much, but because the guy she's living with has her location and etc., she isn't able to go out on dates or to spend time with me comfortably. Is you're a side nigga. Remember I told you that show? We actually casting for a show like this. We're going to have it up tomorrow. There's a lot of men in this situation, you know?
Save his content.
We're going to save it. I just hearted him. Yes, okay? So the guy she stays with has strong feelings for her, even though she says she doesn't have the same feelings for him anymore. She says she's only staying there with him until she starts a new job and finds her own place to stay, and claims she doesn't sleep in the same bed with him. But I just don't feel right about it. She barely calls me because she won't call when he's around. I can only see her on the weekends when she's at work. It's just a lot of texting, and I'm too old to be texting all day long. She's 31, and I feel like we are both too old to be in this situation going back and forth. Should I just move on and leave her alone or find somebody that is available? Weren't we just discussing this earlier today and y'all was arguing with me? I'm trying to figure out with 15 women to one man in Atlanta, you 35, how is it that you become a side girl by default? That is my ultimate question to you. You are a side nigga. And she is telling you everything that a man tells a woman when he living with somebody. I don't want to be with her no more. I'm gonna leave her. But right now I gotta keep the peace. They don't call you when they around. If you are not with the person, you're not with the person. But she's told you that he obviously has strong feelings, but she doesn't, and she needs a place to stay. So she's not finna mess that up. And you know, if she's emotionally checked out, but she's checking in with you on the weekend, this sounds like, unfortunately, you are a side nigga. Now, if she is really serious, which I doubt she is, because when we women are serious, we serious. We don't need to sort some shit out. You only see her on the weekends. I feel like you're being played. And I feel like it's unfortunate that you're being played in a city that has 15 women to one man. But, you know, unfortunately, men, in my opinion, especially black men, why do they like toxic ass women? I feel like that's the reason why all this shit be going on, because y'all will see a good woman right there and will pass her up for the toxic bitch that's already in a relationship. And I know she putting that pussy on you. I know she doing it. On the weekend, she probably can't wait to get to you. Sir, listen, it's either you're going to accept being a side nigga or move on. And the longer you stay in a relationship with her, the more feelings you're going to get. And shout out to her. What are the whitos saying? What am I whitos saying? Yeah, okay. It's our turn. It's not somebody said it's finally our turn. I'm done with you, whores. I'm done. Okay? All right. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay. Hi, Tasha. This is from an anonymous whito. I am a woman of a certain age. I have had my fair share of relationships with men, and throughout my bouts of intimacy, neither of them has taken me there. I know how to self-please, but I'm tired of doing that. I am now with a man who has a 3-inch sex organ, and God only knows this ain't it. The oral is not motivating. I only get excited when he kisses my neck. Any advice? You only get excited when he kisses your neck because you're horny. Why sleep with somebody 3 inches? Why would you do that to yourself? This is your fault, not his. As soon as he would have pulled that out, I'd be like, well, what you gonna do? You gonna go take a shower? Nothing going on here. But the issue that I'm having is that you've never been able to release with someone. So you're basically telling me that you've never had an orgasm with a man. That's tough. And I've read that around 50 to 60% of women don't have orgasms at all. It doesn't matter if it's with a man or not. It's just there is some type of blockage to where you can't fully trust yourself with the person that you're with to allow them to take you there. And so it's a matter of just, it's a mind. Let me tell you how sex works, first of all. Is that mental, for women, sex is mental. Okay? Sex is mental. And I say that with the most confident, I'm confident, okay? Because I used to watch shows when I was a kid, and it was called like Real Sex on HBO. And I would see white women in the park, right? And they would be having orgasms in a circle with the air. And so I tried that by myself, not with a bunch of white women though, for real. And it worked. Mentally, and so there's this thing that's going around on social media now called energy transmutation, whereas like when you having an orgasm is the time to manifest, because normally orgasms bring about certain pleasures. They take your mind off of things. They can help to transform your world into whatever by imagination and by just being creative. Okay. And they help make babies, all types of shit. Right. And so you have to, first of all, I always tell people this in the first place. Like, first of all, you got to find a partner that you're comfortable with. Okay. And when I say comfortable with, so comfortable that you could tell your partner, I have never had an orgasm. Okay. And then this partner is open enough to be like, okay, well, how can we help that? You have to be able to describe your situation, and they have to be open enough to understand how to get you there. You know how to get yourself there. So you teach them how to get you there. But you have to be all in too. You can't be one of them lazy ones like, oh, you know, I give up. I ain't got time to be teaching nobody. But in retrospect, some women have to do it. So I think I covered everything there. Yeah. Yeah. So get to know your body, as you know, and then the next person you meet, you teach them your body. You do not lay down with them until you are confident enough to say, I don't want to have, because right now you're just having intercourse. You're not even being pleased, which defeats the purpose. So you got to be willing to tell them, hey, and then you got to be willing to release and imagine this partner getting you there. They will get you there. Trust me. I know. Okay. Moving on. Who's waiting backstage, Jasmine? Leonard, how you doing? We got a lot of men calling in tonight. Hey, Leonard.
What's going all the way on?
Hey, Leonard.
Oh, I'm extra animated.
I see you. Where you calling from, Leonard? I done seen you before.
Yeah, because I be trying to be a comedian, but I can't keep a YouTube page to save my life.
What are
It
you
just ain't.
doing to people?
I'm not gonna say it on your show because I don't want your show to catch any heat. Okay, I love
Okay.
people that can
So what?
maintain shows. You've been
Okay.
maintaining. I love it. Now I'm
Thank you. What you
calling from
saying?
the outskirts of the ATL,
Okay.
and Atlanta ain't real. All
Okay.
these peoples with these problems, that's because you got all of these talking about chasing the bag, and what they doing is actually seeing old 60-something geezers like me with a nice car. And, ooh, daddy got some money. How you doing? And I'd be like, nothing right now. When you coming over. That's when they say they chasing the bag, they selling box, Tasha. You used to live in Georgia. You know how it go down.
Yeah, but what's your question?
My question is,
Mm-hmm.
these guys,
Mm-hmm.
if you know this woman ain't all on you like that, why is it so hard for you to let that woman go and take your swoop mouth self on down the street?
Is that a question for you, or are you asking
No,
a
that's
question
a
to
question. I
me?
was asking. Well, you said ask a question, but I was like, well, okay. Well, let me flip it. Uh, Women will see a dude, but they'll call him a lame something or another or whatever. He doing all the right stuff, and they will discount that to get with dude that they know he already got various babies from various women, and they'll go that route instead of with getting what they say they want, right? And now that's part one. Part two is a lot of these women, they say that they want a certain type of man, and it's a low percentage of them types of men out here to be had. Why do they do that, Tasha?
I answer more compartmentalized questions, which
Oh, okay.
means specific and intentional. I can't speak on the statistics on certain situations that go down between men and women unless I don't know, there's some reason to. So we're here for more personal questions. Like maybe you're struggling with something in your life and you want help with that. Like, are you struggling with your comedy?
No, now personal, yeah. Why I can't keep a YouTube channel or a social media page? I got kicked off Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and hell, all I got left is StreamYard.
All right, and we finna get kicked off of here too. I love you, Leonard. Bye. Got to go. The fuck? Who's next? They want to do shoot your shot right now. That's what it seems like. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mills. Where you calling from, Mills?
Hi, Tasha. My name is actually Tasha.
Hey, Tosh. How you doing? Where you calling
I'm
from?
calling from San Diego, California.
Okay. Shout out to San Diego. What's your question?
Okay. See, I was going to have a camera on, but I know I was going to be tearing
That's okay.
up.
We don't have you on camera.
Okay. So, in November of last year, I took my son out of homeschool and I battled with it because I had moved to this particular area, which was in the high desert of California.
Okay.
And I moved out there because I was running a business. I was breeding dogs. I needed cheaper rent. I was living in the suburbs in San Diego, couldn't afford a house. So I moved out there to this cheaper area to be able to expand my business, blah, blah, blah. But while I was out there, I kind of knew that this area, it really, it wasn't the best for the schools for your children. So once my 11-year-old graduated the 5th grade and went into the 6th grade, I put him in homeschool. But because my business was going out of business, I started driving Uber to supplement my income, which means that I was not at home to be teaching this boy the way that I should.
Okay, so what happened? Calm down. What happened?
I went to the school district and I told them, I said, I need to enroll my son in school in this area where we live. And they told me that I had to put my son in a school that was 11 miles away from our house. So I was like, man, that's in a whole nother city. Why are y'all sending my son so far away for school? And they told me that the only schools in the area where I lived were choice schools and that my son had to be chosen to go to a school in that area.
Like charter school? Like charter school?
I guess that's what they meant. I guess that's what they meant. So the school district chose the school for him, and that school is known to be a bad school. Like these tears I'm crying right now, the day they told me that I had to put my son in the school that they were advising me to put him in, I cried in front of them. And I was like, please, I don't want my son in that school. Why are y'all sending? This is too far away from our house. So I'm at work driving 2 hours away from home out in Los Angeles because there was no money to be made in that area. And my phone is blowing up. I'm ignoring the crap out of this phone because I'm treating Uber like a regular job. I don't want to take the call in front of a customer. And I did not know the number to that school. So my brother started calling me, who was out of town on business, and I knew something was up. And he's going off. I told you to get my nephew out of that area. Do you know my nephew got jumped at school today? Do you know my nephew got fucking jumped at school? Go get my nephew right now. I'm like 2 hours away. So I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? I call up to the school. The school is literally, first they told me that my son was jumped on by 6 kids. Then when I sent his brother to pick him up, because he has an older brother, they were trying to hide my son from his brother. They would not tell my son where his brother was. So I had to call back up to the school. Where's my son? We don't know where he is. Maybe he's passing from period to period. We don't know where he is. I said, that's a lie. You know where he is, because I just got off the phone with the vice principal, and the principal told me that my son got jumped and he was in that office somewhere. Give my son to his brother. Long story short, they broke his eye sockets. They caused a concussion. They sexually assaulted him. They pulled out their penises, rubbed their hairs and their pubic hairs, rubbed it all over my son's face. They stomped on his head. He had bruised ribs and a bruised hip as well. This is my question. I can't seem to get any justice for my son, and I don't know why. I've called attorneys such as Benjamin Crump. He would not take the case. I've called several other attorneys that I do not know their names. They're not big attorneys, but they will not take the case. I filed a police report against all 6 kids who jumped on them. The police will not even give me any any information on what happened with these kids that jumped on my son. And like I said, he had only been at that school for 4 days. So I don't know if maybe the attorneys aren't taking it because they can't build a bullying case. But it seems to me that I was losing all the news outlets because I called Channel 5, Channel 9, Channel 11. I mean, I did every single thing I could to get justice for my son. And they kept asking me what race were the kids. When they thought the kids were white, it appeared that I had a case, but when they found out the kids were black, now I don't have a case. So that's what I'm calling. Number one, maybe some attorney out there is listening and maybe they can help me. And then number two, maybe you could tell me why you think that I cannot get justice. By the way, he's been diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and he also cannot attend regular school at this moment. So now I had to stop driving just to be at home. Well, driving as much just to be at home to school him.
I'm sorry. This was a lot that you dumped on me and the winos right now, and so my heart does go out to you. But I guess what I'm at was did he go to the hospital?
He did. They broke his eye sockets. Yes, I absolutely. That was the first thing I did.
You know the kids that did it?
We don't know them, but with the security guard who actually walked away from the fight, he helped my son because he was only there for 4 days. They went through the yearbook and with the help of the security guard, the vice principal, the principal, PE teacher, they figured out who all these kids were. And I did get get all the kids' names and turn them in to the local police department. But even the police department won't let me know what was going on with the charges. All I keep hearing from everybody is that those are children and they have rights.
Okay, so you're in California. You can email me. There's a law firm that'll take you. They are pro bono, but you will have to sue the school district. You will have to sue the school district as well as the actual school and the parents.
That's what I had talked to an attorney a couple of days ago because I've been trying so hard, and that's what I told him. I need an attorney that's willing to really fight and like go up against the school district. I'm not trying to sue the kids.
Well, the lawsuit, whether you're trying to sue kids or not, right? And that's probably why they're not taking you, is because you can't go after one party and not go after the other. You can't do that. So you're either going to sue the kids and their families and include them in, but you do have a negligence case with the school district and with the school.
But that's my thing, Tasha. I've been telling them.
But you
not
can't
the kids
leave
at
out
all.
The kids.
Oh, yeah. I was just telling them.
No, it does not work like that. And so that's probably why you're going to have a very hard time trying to get a case against the school district to stick unless you are putting the people in there that did this to your son.
Yes,
so
I'm not opposed to any of that, honestly. I'm not telling these attorneys that I don't want to sue the kids. I was just saying that to you. I just want justice for my son, point blank, period.
So there is a law firm, there's a couple in LA that will do this, okay? And so, but everybody has to be roped in that lawsuit. You got to have all your medical bills, your medical statements, his therapy, everything that he's going through. You having to be inconvenienced because you can't work now, so loss of income for you, and they have to go after the school board. That's how you get a lawyer to take this on. Okay, especially with you not having money right now to pay them. So it has to be, you got to understand, these lawyers are the new entrepreneurs. They got to figure out, am I going to be able to make some money on the back end? And so with a case like yours, if it's cut and dry, they will take it, but you can't ask the school board to be negligent when you don't have the people who did it.
No, we have them. I did a police report. We have them.
Okay. So then you have to approach it from that angle. And I'm sorry that happened to your baby, like for real. Are you in a position to move him out of
Oh, we
California?
did move. Well, we didn't move from California. We moved 3 hours from there. We just moved back home to San Diego. After that happened, I was like, there's no way I'm going to raise my kid up here. And that made us move.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. And not every school is like that. So he does need to be in some sort of environment that has kids. You can homeschool, but make sure you put him in some type of sports or something like that to make sure he develops well and he's not,
Right.
right. So
Doing what he's doing, which is being depressed up in his room. He's turned into like this video kid that he wasn't before. I hardly ever see him. I got to drag him out of the room. I got him SeaWorld passes. I have to make this boy go have fun now.
Well, I mean, all
He's
you gotta
like
do is take the
different.
video game out of his room. Shit.
No, we do. I have to. I have to. Yeah, he doesn't get it during the school year when he's in school either. But I'm just saying that's what he's doing. He's trying to self-isolate. He's just changed.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, get him off the video games, because what you don't want to do is for him to turn into, a socially isolated person that is carrying a lot of hate, and then he mimics what he sees in those video games because of what people have done to him. So, yeah. Okay, so email me and I'll give you that law firm.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, cool. Who's next? Last one is Mimi. How you doing, Mimi? Where you calling from?
Hi, Tasha.
Hey.
I'm from Vermont. I'm calling you from Vermont.
Okay.
I need your advice. My mother died some years ago, and I inherited some land in Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Okay.
This land is a trust. It's in trust. It's been in our family for 95 years. Long story short, we're the descendants of the Rosewood Massacre. I still have family members that live on this land, and a small faction of my mother, who passed away, that her brothers and sisters want to take me to court to force me to sell off my portion to them, saying that they want to sell their portion of land, which is 4 lots, not even an acre. It's 4 lots, and it's a part of 100 acres to which our whole family owns. You get it? It's called a holler. Remember a holler down south, where you go down that dirt road, and then everybody lives off the dirt road, like that there. The problem is, my mother never wanted to sell. When she was alive, she never wanted to sell, but my mother wasn't the type to confront them.
Okay.
My great granddaddy wrote in the trust that we could only sell to family members. Like, we can't sell outward. We can keep it in the family. Now, my faction of my family, my mother's family, on August 27th, they're taking me to court to sue me force me to sell my portion of land, to say that when I have one cousin that's taking over all that land. He wants to buy out everybody and then sell it to Chinese nationals. The problem is, they want to give me and other family members cents on the dollar, and he wants to offer up the family land as a whole in his name. Get it?
Sort of like what Jay-Z did with what was it, Rockefeller? Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, I had to take notes. They're selling this land. They want to sell this land to Chinese nationals. Now, my problem is, my mother never wanted to sell. It's a trust. I don't want to sell. I have family members on this land right now. They don't want to sell. but they voiced to me, they've not voiced it to them, to the lawyer that's suing me, but they voiced it to me through family members on Facebook that they don't want to sell. That if I sell, that they're giving licenses, they got to sell their land. You understand? Because once I've sold my portion of land, they have right to come in and take it all. My great 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 grandfather 4 times is buried on Fort Bragg land. What is in the back of our land? It runs side of Fort Bragg. Our land used to be Fort Bragg. We sold part of that to the government, and it is now a military base. The Chinese nationals that want to buy from my cousin for whatever monies they want, he's going to keep that for himself because he only plans on giving us like 12,000 a piece.
I can help you with this. Where your grandparents buried?
They're buried. Well, the one that whose land it is, she's buried in Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Exhume her grave and put it on your land.
Take my great grandfather or great great grandfather is actually buried annexed off.
But they're not on the land. What I'm trying to tell you is, move your grandmother from South Carolina, whoever is the closest, and put them on your land.
Put them
they
back.
Can't sell it. They can't sell it for at least 100. Okay, but I'm telling you to put them back. You exhume the grave and bury them on your land. There's no case. And then, not only that, you go down to your local, is it preservation office, if I'm not mistaken? You're going to check the county records, like state archives and stuff like that, and you're going to file for the land to be registered as a historic site. Okay? All right. There's no case.
This is a family. It's in trust. It was written that we can't sell except for to family members.
Exactly. So not only do you have that, but they're not going to allow land to be sold that has ancestors buried on it. So I wish you would have never showed your face. So now you can go and talk to the other family members and move your family members to your portion of the land. Just put one grave there. They can't touch it or sell it. Okay? All right. Bye. All righty. So let me see what y'all talking about, because we're gonna head over to Tasha K Live in 10 minutes, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, cool. Let me see. I appreciate y'all calling in. Okay. Are you on that? Okay. Tasha, do one more due to her connection problem. Oh, y'all, anybody waiting backstage? Ain't nobody else waiting backstage. So I mean, I could read a question. Tell me y'all stressing Tasha out. I did my questions earlier. Thank you so much. Yeah, like people don't understand that. Like if you're ever having an issue like with family disputes and land, once somebody's buried there, ain't no disputes. Nobody can't sell shit. You don't even have to pay taxes on the land. The fuck? That's a burial site. That's why Trump and them do that shit. Pull the grandmother up, put her right there, tell them to come take her. They ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. It's your land. She can do what the fuck she want to do with it except sell it. I'm making mine a memorial. Chinese nationals next to an army base. That sale ain't gonna go through anyway. Not next to a military base. Matter of fact, Trump is stopping the sale of fucking land to Chinese people. Moving on. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat before I go. I thought we had a question that you had sent me, Jasmine, from the chat. Hold on. Hello, Hello, Tasha. I'm 47 and my contract in clinical research was canceled by this administration. My partner is starting to doubt my career prospects. What should I do? So this is a man. Hold on for a second. Okay. Why'd you hang up? Percy, why'd you hang up? Okay. Well, listen, I got your question. So you're 47 and your contract in clinical research was canceled by the administration. My partner is starting to doubt my career prospects. What should I do? You just got to get a job. You got to get an in-between job. Okay. So that's going to help take care of the bills. This is why I tell people when you got two incomes, you need to live off the person who makes the least amount of money. So in case somebody loses a job, your lifestyle isn't transitioned too bad. Okay. That one person that makes the part-time money lives off of that. Okay. And so, yeah, you got to get a part-time job until you figure out what you're going to do next. Okay. And so she's not doubting she's doubting your career prospects because there's no money coming in right now. And it sounds like that's what you were saying. So you just got to get some money coming in. You can do Uber. You can do a lot of things, okay, until your next contract comes through, okay? All right. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Do y'all enjoy happy hour? I know a lot of winos come for the mess, but that's cool. Hey, you enjoy the live? You said seizures are killing me. What to do? But I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with seizures. I don't know. There's an underlying cause for your seizures. You got to go get some tests or something. You got to run some tests. And some people are just prone to seizures, you know. But yeah. Let me see. I can touch type now. Y'all don't need my services. Homeless from house to house. Let me see. All right, guys. Listen. You said, yep, neurologist. Thank you. Okay. Why is YouTube hiding your lives, Tasha? I don't know. It's like they'll hide them when we first come out, and then 2 days later they pop out in the algorithm. Okay. But we got a plan for that. Don't you worry. We got a plan for that. All right. So listen, okay, guys, we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. Thank you so much for calling in and writing in. Guys, we'll see you on Wednesday on YouTube. If you're not heading to TashaKLive.com for the second part of the show for a White Wine Wednesday. Don't forget, guys, my show is sponsored in part by, we got a few supplements that I personally use. We'll start with the Maganera, okay, which is long, what do you call it? Like a long, I can't even think of the word. Extra extending, like a slow release of the magnesium over time. So I take one in the morning and one at night. Keeps my blood pressure low. Matter of fact, it just keeps your body calm. It's like, a natural muscle and stress relaxer. Okay. Your body needs it to help relax the muscles. You'll even poop better. You'll expel more water. And look at the research when it comes to Maganera on just blood pressure in general. And a lot of people have high blood pressure because they do lack magnesium and things like that, and too much salt. And so magnesium is known to pull the salt out of the body and stuff like that. And so you could get this particular product that I personally use and that I'm proud to sponsor. Okay. So I'm glad that they got to do with me. On my website, shoptkdeals.com, use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. Okay. We also have a new product, okay, that my auntie loves. Okay. And she told me, you need to get this. It's so good. And I was like, all right, let me look it up. And so I did. It is the Burbine. It is glucose management, okay, made by the same company that I get my Maganera from. And so what Burbine is responsible for is helping you to regulate your glucose, which means helping your metabolic system to metabolize a lot of excess glucose that you have in your system, okay? And so if you do the research on Burbine, you're going to find exactly that, along with tons of testimonials where people who have taken this over a 6 month to a year period have seen a dramatic decrease in their glucose, and it does help to manage. You do have to do some lifestyle changes, of course. Nothing happens just by, popping a pill, and that goes to show even with insulin. People can, be subscribed insulin to help manage insulin, but if you do not change your diet, it's not going to work, okay? And so this is a product that my auntie swears by. I am proud to be sponsored by this company that has a whole host of just nice supplements that we can use that are very natural. And so this is available on shoptkdeals.com. Take advantage of my coupon code. Use the coupon code TK10. Okay. Also, what's next, Jasmine? What we got? The Liquid D3 10,000 IUs, guys. So listen, I'm just going to read from the shoptkdeals.com because a lot of people think, and so many experts have spoken about this. A lot of people think they got arthritis, they got joint pains that they can't control, and it's partly due first. Before you take any type of diagnosis from a doctor with it being arthritis or tendonitis or any type of joint problems, and you probably have like digestive problems and things like that, because vitamin D is such an important vitamin that our body needs in order to help regulate itself. Okay. And so I'm just going to read some of the reviews from the site from the Liquid D3. I personally use it. I used to suffer from joint pain early on being pregnant with my son. He extracted everything from me. I'll never forget, I was on a walker, okay? Did not even know that it had to do with a vitamin D3 deficiency until I got blood work and figured out years later after it got worse and then I couldn't walk from my damn apartment building to my office without being in pain. And it was a simple vitamin D3 deficiency, okay? And so my doctor personally prescribed 50,000 IUs for 3 months. And then after that, I continued on with my personal favorite, which is this is naturally made with vitamin D3, and it has a citrus flavor. So it has like an orange flavor too. So it's actually vitamin C. So let me read some of the reviews. It has 5 stars on shoptkdeals.com. These are real reviews from real winos. And so let me just read this one. Okay, hold on. Life-changing results that I noticed in just 3 days. I'm amazed. Now, I usually don't leave reviews, but I had to share my experience with this Liquid D3 10,000 IU drops because it has and truly is changing my life in such a short amount of time. I was told I was D3 deficient and had been dealing with brain fog and lack of mental clarity for a while. It was affecting my focus at work, and I'm also an avid league bowler and used to love being on lanes. But for the past several years, I've been struggling with constant shoulder pain, knee aches, and stiffness, okay? And I couldn't even lift my arms above my head. But out of desperation, they ordered the Liquid D3 10,000 IU vitamin D drops and started this. And within 3 days, I noticed a huge difference. The brain fog started lifting. I felt clearer and more mentally focused. And what shocked me most was the relief in my joints. My shoulder pain has eased up significantly, and I'm moving my arms with much, much more freedom. Okay. Hold on for a second. Let me do most recent. So, hold on. Just going through the reviews here. A lot of people are just like, love it. It's great. Sharonita Morrison said, I feel this has helped my stiffness in my joints. Okay. Hold on. Because we just got some new reviews in too today. Okay, it's so many. Okay, so listen, D3 guys, and I tell you, go get some blood work. You can get the blood work ordered through your doctor. You can do it yourself. This is available on the site. It's one of our top sellers. Shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. Okay, and I think that's it for today. We're gonna head over to TashaKLive.com. If you do want to watch the show, you do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com. We do have some big announcements coming over the next couple of months that I can't wait to share with you guys. Don't forget, guys, we are always casting for our shows. Please go to tkcast.com. We have a dating show. We have a personal development show. We also have, it's so many shows. Okay. So just go to tkcast.com and apply if you want to be a part of any of the shows that we are rolling out season by season. Okay. And don't forget, Do You Like Me premieres September 16th. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jasmine's going to take you home with a trailer. I'll see the rest of y'all on TashaKLive.com. I love you guys. Now I got to go. Bye. Like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man. We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding? We like it. Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh, I even intervene and ask my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
But do I date a lot of women?
Do you date a lot of women?
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
To finally get to sleep in your own bed.
You went right there.
What about this wonderful husband of yours?
I'm tired of walking through that door and all we discuss is ovulation calendars, pregnancy tests, baby showers, and doctor's appointments. Can't you see this is slowly consuming us?
I don't know why everybody wants to make me feel crazy because I want a child. I can't have a child by myself.
Father, I come to you on bended knees in prayer for my daughter and son-in-law. As long as they continue to build on the foundation that you have set over everything.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Hey, yo, check this out. We're gonna run this thing back I was telling y'all about before. So without further ado, show some love to one of our newest girls, Peaches!
You were a server, and now you're a...
I teach dance.
That's cool. I like the way you just lit up when you talked about something you love.
Oh, hell no. Who is it? I can't just be happy. Ain't that a good thing? How do you feel about Mr. Lance?
Promise you won't get mad.
I promise.
Oh, Peaches!
Raquel, who is this?
Sorry, I can see it's not a good time.
You know
Listen,
what?
bro, you can keep this. I just want my money, man.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Kel, you want to talk to him? Hell no. I ain't think so.
Don't touch me. Don't call me. Don't text me. And don't even think about me.
You gonna let Jesus offspring take you away from all this money you just taken?
Why doesn't Mr. Lance come around anymore?
You think I need any of this in my life?
I saw you, my brother, the happiest he's ever been in his life with this man.
Please, come back to me.
By the end of the night.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.